In this video, we are looking at a crazy snowstorm panning across the southeast. We're going to get into this here. As you can see, this is going to be around 3 p.m. Sunday. So this is in the past. This is being recorded about 8 p.m. Central. We're going to move forward here to about the time when we're recording this video. This is going to be around 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. So as you can see, that snowfall is already going into Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, as well as even Kentucky and West Virginia is starting to see a heavy snowfall. South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia is also seeing some of that rainfall. And as we move into 12 a.m. of Monday, you can see a very heavy snowfall panning across Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and that soon moves into Virginia. Very heavy snowfall over there in western North Carolina. Still a little bit of snowfall over there in northern Georgia. It's going to be at 3 a.m. of Monday, very early morning hours. We could have the potential for some storms over there in South Carolina and North Carolina throughout the overnight hours tonight. Let's move even more forward. You see the heavy snowfall now moving into more Virginia and also even more North Carolina there. And that heavy snowfall now moves into more of Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, but doesn't quite make the northern turn into more New England. Instead, kind of goes in the same direction as it was going. It's not going to make any turns here, so pretty much New England is not going to have any chance of that snowfall. But as we look back here, very heavy snowfall is going to be occurring between the edge of Tennessee into pretty much in the entire state of Virginia is going to see very heavy snowfall, blizzard conditions, also thunder snow could be possible. So definitely that is a pretty rare occurrence. So make sure you do get out there at about 6 a.m. and you could possibly see some thunder snow or hear thunder snow. Definitely a pretty rare occurrence, and it's pretty cool to hear some of that thunder snow, as it's snow and thunderstorms pretty much mixed together, and with additions of that energy, which kind of makes that thunder snow happen. So definitely try to hear some of that thunder snow if you can. It's quite a rare occurrence, especially down here in the southeastern United States. We're going to look at the snow totals here. All right, here is the current snow totals according to the NAM 3 km model. As you can see, let's start off over here in northeastern Mississippi. This is where you're going to see likely a dusting of snowfall. Really not that much, and also the ground is going to be pretty warm. This is not going to accumulate as much as we see on the model here due to the grounds in the southeast, and especially Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and even Tennessee. The ground is going to be warm, and it's definitely going to be chilly. The ground is going to be chilly, but it's not going to be chilly enough for that snow to accumulate. So as you can see in Alabama, if you get that 10-to-1 ratio of snowfall, you can see potentially upwards of 5 inches of snowfall. Again, this ground is going to be quite warm for snowfall, so likely you could see up to 2 inches of accumulating snowfall over there in northern Alabama. More of northern Tennessee could possibly see up to 3 inches of accumulating snowfall. Due to that, you're much colder than Alabama there slightly, and even over there in the Appalachian Mountains in eastern Tennessee, you could potentially see upwards of 9 inches of snowfall, more of those higher elevations. Of course, so you're going to see much more higher amounts of snowfall. But we get into more Virginia here in West Virginia, you could potentially see over here upwards of 8 inches of snowfall, which you typically do see a very decent amount of snowfall each winter here. But over here, and this is right near Washington, Tennessee, which is kind of that snow hole. Of course, this is right on the edge of Washington, D.C., and this could slightly move throughout the next few model runs that we get throughout the night here. But as of right now, Washington, D.C., it will probably see a dusting or possibly up to 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. As you can see, potentially up to a foot of snowfall over here in West Virginia, northern North Carolina, and potentially over here in southern North Carolina can see upwards of 1 to 3 inches of snowfall, but not that much really. And of course, grounds are going to be pretty warm, so you likely will see a dusting, but upwards of 1 to 2 inches is definitely possible. It's just not super likely here. And New Jersey, over here, Maryland, New Jersey, and Delaware, potentially you could see upwards of 14 inches of snowfall, or more likely to see a foot of snowfall in this kind of swath of magentas and more reddish colors. We're going to look up a little bit at the composite reflectivity, so for potential severe weather over here in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, even into eastern Virginia, could potentially see some severe storms throughout the night. And as you can see, we could see some of those severe storms starting to fire up around 10 or 11 p.m. or that'll be actually be 11 to 12 a.m. Eastern time. So this is going to be headed into South Carolina by around 1 a.m. of Eastern time. And once we get into more of 2 a.m., that's moving much more into South Carolina. Potential supercells, but we're not going to be seeing a lot of supercells due to lack of instability in the region, but definitely a few cells could pop up, and maybe a few brief tornadoes could be definitely possible throughout the night here. But definitely over here, once you get over here in eastern North Carolina, definitely some storms could be possible of producing very brief tornadoes. I don't personally think there's going to be a bunch of brief tornadoes, but definitely 1 to 2 brief tornadoes could be possible throughout this region overnight tonight. And this is going to be happening through, again, from around 12 a.m. all the way to 6 a.m. And this will actually be around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern. So, again, possible supercells throughout the morning rush for Monday. And those should be moving out at the next hour around 9 or 10 a.m. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss another upload or live stream. And also make sure to share this with any friends or family that may want the latest forecasts on this upcoming crazy snowstorm for the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast. But anyways, stay safe.